Senior outside hitter Taylor Lloyd joining me on Volleyball Weekly, and the Colonials getting ready for the big rivalry match on Friday against St. Francis over in DeGaulle Arena in Loretto. It's 7 o'clock first serve on Friday. And Taylor, you've seen the red flash a few times over the course of your career. What are you looking for Friday?
They always bring a lot of energy, which I think is awesome. I think with our team especially, we play with the other team. We kind of match their energy. So if we're playing a team with low energy, usually we kind of have low energy, which is something we've been working on. But with St. Francis, they're always loud. They're always really into the game, so I think that's a good thing for us.
Would it be fair to say that the team did a better job this past Saturday matching the energy, like you said, than it did in the Friday match against CCSU?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely came out really flat on Friday. Hopefully we've learned that lesson. I think that Saturday we proved that we can learn lessons, and that we did learn that. So, I mean, I think it's it sucks to lose, it always does, but a loss that you can learn from, and it almost feels good to come off of that game just because we did play so much better than Friday.
Absolutely, and looking at that last weekend, I mean, it's certainly not a ring the bell, sound the alarm point in the season. But I mean, you've taken a couple tough losses as a senior. What do you say to kind of rally the troops this week and get them ready?
I always say just keep going. You can't stop. I mean, that's not going to help anything, especially during the plays. Like, if you miss 3 or 4 balls in a row, like, you still got to keep going. I'm pretty famous for saying that. I say it to people all the time. So definitely that, and just keep, what we do is good enough, and it will be. We just have to keep doing it.
I believe zero-sum game is the term Coach Starr likes to use. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah, it was funny because no one knew what he meant at first, but, but now we know. And it's definitely true. So.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Becky, if you're watching this, put the rainbow graphic up now. The more you know. But you've gotten off to a very good start individually in your senior season. You had a milestone earlier this year. Pardon me, your 100th career service ace. How did it feel getting that?
I didn't even know I was close, so I had no idea. I liked it like that because there's no that kind of stuff is all secondary, and I think everyone would agree that you don't come in wanting those type of goals. You come in wanting a team championship. So I mean it's really cool and it's awesome and it's nice that they keep track of those type of things. But I would rather be last in all the stat categories and us have a championship at the end of the day. So
because you get a lot of kills and digs, and you've racked up quite a few over the course of your career. So I feel like people almost forget how good you have been over the long haul from the service rotation. What's been the key to being such a consistent server?
Well, for me personally, it's all about your mindset. I do the same thing when I go back every time, and if I do my routine and then there's a little bit of talking between the coaches or between the refs, and I have to redo the whole thing over, so I'll drop the ball and restart, and that really helps me. Just gets me in the right mindset, and then just being aggressive. If you're gonna miss, you're gonna make mistakes. So keeping that in mind, still being aggressive but managing that risk a little bit.
From the standpoint of the service rotation, speaking of which, I mean, is there anything the team can tweak or adjust or improve upon going forward?
Yeah, accuracy. You can always improve accuracy. That's one thing that we scout a lot. We normally have passing targets that we want to serve to in order to get them out of system a little bit more. And I think that our coaches and my team would agree that when we serve well and we pass well, we win. So there's a big correlation there. When we get teams out of system and we get, put them in tough positions, it makes it a lot easier on us, and then it gives us a better result at the end.
And aside from obviously, doing well from the rotation, limiting, errors in that department, what else does the team need to do this approaching Friday to keep its recent success going in the rivalry with St. Francis and get on the win column in conference play?
I think it's all about energy, all about mindset. I mean, really having focus. We're focusing a lot this week in practice on stuff after 20. We always talk about how the first point and the second point is always just as important as the 24th and the 25th. So keeping that mindset and just playing every ball, and like you said, that zero-sum game, just going to the next one, kind of putting all that together.
And that's what the Colonials will look to do. Again, it is Friday at 7 p.m. in Loretto, Pennsylvania. RMU and St. Francis U, big NEC match coming up for both teams. Taylor Lord, thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.